Ladies and gentlemen, your Philadelphia Flyers have looked extremely impressive over the last weekend. We're talking about 3 quality wins against 3 quality teams. But on Thursday night, things were a little bit different down at the Wells Fargo Center. But guys, I'm at Barcelo Philly, uniting all through sports and culture here in the beautiful city of Philadelphia. And today we're going to discuss this game that the Philadelphia Flyers just finished against the Montreal Canadiens down at the Wells Fargo Center. But guys, let's get this started, shall we? I think so. Yeah! All right, guys, real quick before we get this started, first off, I just want to say thank you to everyone who is tuning into this channel right now. It really means a lot to me, guys. Quite simply, I'm just a young Colombian American who is trying to make his name known here in the Philadelphia sports market. I'm a passionate Philly sports fan who likes to unify not only his culture, but the cultures that we have here in this beautiful city. And guys, you can help me make my name known here. It is quite easy. You can help me out by liking this video, subscribing to this channel, hitting the bell button for notifications, as well as sharing this video and this channel to help me grow. That is right. The Philadelphia Flyers, like I just mentioned, looked extremely well over the last week. We're talking wins over the Washington Capitals, the Metropolitan and the Eastern Conference leading Washington Capitals, the Boston Bruins, who we all know are always a difficult challenge, and as well on the road against a Western Conference foe, the reigning Stanley Cup champions, the St. Louis Blues. The Flyers went down to St. Louis and beat those guys in their home ice. It didn't come easy, but they got the job done. And now here, coming back home on a back-to-back. The previous night, they just beat the Blues in an emotional game, playing against a Montreal Canadiens team who's looked hot, honestly. They've won the last 3 and have looked a lot different since the signing of Ilya Kovalchuk. Now here in Flyers Nation, we all remember Ilya Kovalchuk very well with his days with the New Jersey Devils. He was an absolute killer for the Devils, and now with the Canadiens, he seems like he has added an extra jolt to this Montreal Canadiens team. But the difference in this game would be, as we all know, Carter Hart is out with the lower abdominal injury that will have him out sidelined from 2 to 3 weeks. So we all know that it's the Brian Elliott show for now, but on a back-to-back, you were not going to put Brian Elliott back out there. So in place for Brian Elliott, we would see the return of the Lion, the mighty Lion. Alex Lyon came up from Lehigh Valley to get some minutes up here with the Philadelphia Flyers and to show that, yo, Vigneault, I got some stuff too. You can trust on me as well. So that was the key thing to see, is whether or not Alex Lyon was capable of getting some quality minutes up here in the NHL. But let's just dive into this game real quick, guys. Now, I will say that in the first period, it was back and forth. The Canadiens got their chances early in the first. They put Alex Lyon under some pressure. They did what they could to put him under pressure, and that was smart by them. The Flyers did their job as well, getting their chances in the zone. They couldn't get anything to go past them until 2 minutes before the end of the first period. The Flyers would have an opportunity on goal, and it was a messy opportunity here. Joel Farabee would get a shot on goal. Casey Price would block it, and it was a little scramble in front of the net, and then Joel Farabee found the puck and it would slide it under Carey Price's pads, and that would get the Flyers up early 1-0 lead, and that was great. You know, you were without Carter Hart. Getting the first goal, the lead in the first goal in this game in the first period was huge, especially with the young goalie back there. And you guys know that the Flyers in the first period isn't usually their strongest period in the game. You know, notoriously this season they have started slow in that first period, and you know, luckily have had this heart that they've been able to bounce back in games. So in that, the first goal would be awarded to the Philadelphia Flyers, and we were up 1-0, and it looked good. And it was about applying the pressure on the Canadiens to try to get this victory here without your goalie. And that wasn't the case. A minute, just literally like seconds later after that goal, right off the face-off, Thomas Tatar would, fake Alex Lyon out, and he would find a little, and just like that, with that nice Tatar goal, the game would be tied 1-1. And at this point, games tied 1-1, end of the first period. Where would this Flyers team go from here? Where would the momentum be? You allowed that goal at the end of the first, but you looked good still in that first period. You applied pressure, and it was a very evenly matched game at that moment. And in the second period, we all thought, they're going to come out, they're going to be rocking, they're going to try to get the second goal, we're going to try to get this one, but Was not going to be the case. A minute into the second period, Kevin Hayes would be called on a questionable hooking call that would give the Montreal Canadiens a power play, and that honestly would change the momentum of the game. The Canadiens would take advantage of the power play. Kovalchuk got a goal. Score would be 2-1, and after that, guys, honestly, like the Flyers had nothing left. Like, after that, the Canadiens took over the game. Artturi Lehkonen would get the third goal for the Canadiens. A couple seconds after that power play goal, and it was a nice tip in. Honestly, it was a smart play by him. Off of the Denault assist, Lehkonen would just let the stick just hang in front, and the puck just slid right off the backside of the stick and find the back of the net. Alex Line really did not know what was going on on that play. 3-1. So going into the third period, it was 3-1 to score. We've seen the Flyers come back from 3-1. We've seen the Flyers with a whole period, and you've seen the Flyers have been able to do this. But it really was not their night. It really was not the Flyers' night. They did not look as sharp. They looked gassed. Coming off a back-to-back, that is very tough to do as well. You didn't have your goalie. The defense looked out of shape. They weren't organized. They weren't disciplined. They looked lost. In the third and final period, Ilya Kovalchuk would add the dagger in this game halfway through the third period, and that would be it. The Flyers the Flyers, after the week they had, you played 4 quality opponents. You took them all to the brink. You got 3 wins out of them. And then here in the back-to-back against the Canadiens, who are hot right now, they are feeling themselves. They are playing a lot better. You're without your goalie. You had to put in a young Alex Line in there who's not that proven, doesn't have that NHL pedigree yet. Defense didn't look good, and the Flyers lost this game 4-1. And they're really, like, I really can't fault these guys too much. Like I just said, you just came off of a back-to-back. The Canadiens just showed up to play, and they are hot right now. They're just rolling on their streak right now. They look better. And Kovalchuk, man, I hate Ilya Kovalchuk. He is really giving this team a jolt. You saw, his line. He played a lot with Denault and Tatar. Tatar and Kovalchuk have had this chemistry going the last couple games, and you saw it here in this game. And that was a clear difference. I know we have such a great home record this year. We really are a different team at home. We're much more tougher to beat when we play at the Wells Fargo Center. But I just had a feeling, just going to this game on a back-to-back, there was no way. Like, the Canadiens were not going to let us sweep them either. Like, they were not going to allow us to sweep them on the season series. And with the backup goalie, the Lehigh Valley goalie, like, I had this gut feeling that this wasn't going to be the Flyers' night, and it's okay. It's okay, guys. I trust Vigneault. We've seen it this year. They're going to make the adjustments. They're going to get better, and we'll be ready for Saturday. This happens. The shots just were not going in. We had opportunities. A lot of players had opportunities to make goals to change the game around, but they just were not falling. So Saturday we will be back at it, guys. It will be 80s night. 80s night down at the center as we face off against the LA Kings. I really wish I could go there, guys. I'll be down in Reading this weekend, so will not be able to attend that game. I'll try my best to watch the game, but that'll be a fun game against the LA Kings. I expect a W there. But guys, that's all I really have for you today. A little short one here because this was not a very memorable game. Not many positives to talk about. It was just a really good game by Montreal. But guys, I want to hear from you guys. In the comments below, I want to hear from you how you guys are feeling about this game, how you're feeling going into the LA Kings game. Guys, we're getting closer to the trade deadline as well. Do you think that Chuck Fletcher needs to make a deal here? Are you confident with this defense that we have right now? These defensive pairings that we have right now? Let me know in the comments below. Also, a little funny that the Montreal Canadiens have both Nick Cousins and Dale Weiss in their defense. So that's a little funny. But guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. It means a lot to me. I'm just trying to make my name known here in the Philadelphia sports landscape. And guys, if you liked what you saw, you can help me out to grow. Help me out by liking this video, subscribing to this channel, hitting the bell button for notifications, as well as sharing this video and this channel to help me grow. And guys, if you want to follow me on other platforms, social media, you can absolutely do that. Follow me on Twitter at @ElParceroPhilly. You can also follow me on Instagram at @L_Parcero_Philly. And you can also follow me on Facebook. You can like the page. For right now, it is Johnny Sports Talk. And we're also on TikTok as well now at El Parcero Philly as well. But guys, I'm in Parcero Philly telling you guys that it is now or never. I'll talk to you soon, guys.